Okay, fantastic, man. Keep up the great work. All right, so what we're going to look at now is we want to find out what information. So we want to get the right information for both our new or our future customers and our existing customers. So let's start off looking at our existing customers. So what information do we need to gather? So first thing is we need to uncover any new or changing needs of our existing customers. So like I said to you, the secret to succeeding, or the secret to creating an effective multi-channel communication strategy, comes down to tailoring, comes down to research, comes down to understanding what's happening in our customers. So the first thing that we need to understand is what changes are going on, what positive transformation really comes from our products, but what changes has happened in the market. You see, remember, we do our monthly SWOT analysis. It's not just for us. So that SWOT analysis is more important than you even realize. That SWOT analysis is all about ensuring that you have a very, very clear understanding of what's happening in your markets, what's happening in your industry, and what's happening at your customers, so that you can inform them not just about the changes or things that are going on. Remember, we've integrated into our customers' businesses. We've become that additional resource. And so based on that, we need to make sure that we really do those things. We integrate into our customers' businesses, because the only way to do that, remember, is if we really get to know them. So we need to research, we need to uncover, we need to know what's changing in the industry that could affect our customers, what's changing in the country or even internationally that could affect our customers, because that's all part of being that additional resource, isn't it? Second thing we need to do is we need to become that additional resource to our customers so that we integrate. Now, how do we become that additional resource? Well, that's where you have got to get those creative juices flowing. You've got to really let your innovative self come out, and you've got to work on finding. It's not, here's the thing. Integrating into a customer's business is different and unique for each customer. So each customer would be different. So the way that you would integrate would be different. Obviously, once you start getting this process flowing and you start identifying different ways, there's going to always be some kind of similarity. But like I say, for a multi-channel communication strategy, and in fact, to be successful in sales today is all about personalization and tailoring. And that is exactly the same when it comes to integrating into our customers' businesses. All of them are different. Thirdly, we want to constantly add meaningful value to our customers. Now, when we're talking about value, as I've said to you so many times, I'm going to say it one more time. 80% of customers leave not because of price, service, or they feel your product is inferior. They leave because they don't feel appreciated. So, what I'm talking about by adding meaningful value, again, guys, this is where you need to let those creative, innovative juices out. You really need to let yourself think, be different. Because one way, let's say for example, a way of adding value would be you receive a really big order from a customer, so you go and buy a massive card and you write a thank you note and you hand deliver it. That's adding value. Next month, not so much. So adding value, or should I rather say, showing your customers appreciation, requires creative thought. It requires innovation. It needs you to identify new, unique, different ways, because adding value this month, it's got a little flavor next month, but it's not as much. So each time you do the same thing, it just has less value. Your customer, yes, it's the same thing, but your customer feels less appreciated. So in order to appreciate your customers like you should, you need to find amazing, innovative ways to keep adding that value. You also want to create an unforgettable customer experience. Now remember, our job with our existing customers is to wow them, is to create that unforgettable customer experience, to go the extra mile. Remember, we are in the business of promising plenty, and then we deliver way, way more than that. So we need to innovate. Guys, sales has become, that's what's so wonderful. Yes, of course, we can just be a mundane salesperson and go through the motions and arrive and take orders. Yeah, how boring is that? Or we could become a creative, innovative salesperson that is constantly looking for new ways to add value, new ways to integrate into our customers' businesses, and new ways to create, to wow our customers and create that unforgettable customer experience. Now, we often recommend with existing customers that we identify cross and upselling opportunities. So What Info, sales resources would help you not necessarily just to identify those cross and upselling opportunities, but to promote the idea, to provide the information, to show the positive transformation that they'll enjoy because they choose one of your other products. Remember, cross and upselling is adding value to your customers. Next, we want to acquire recorded testimonials. Now think about it. Yes, acquiring recorded testimonials is not going to help you necessarily with that existing customer, but imagine the powerful trust transference that is taken from a customer who loves what you do, really appreciates what your organization does for them, and they give you a recorded testimonial where they speak to a camera. The person can see. Remember, communication, only 7% is the words you say. The rest of it is tone of voice, body language. By recording it, by having a video, you're adding an additional 93% of value to the communication. Next, guys, we also want referrals. Acquiring new customers costs a fortune. There's a lot of effort, and there's a lot. As you know, acquiring a new customer is not easy. But if you've got a referral, you've got a warm introduction. You can walk in and literally start doing business because the trust that you built up at that customer is transferred across to the new one. Great, so that's the info that we need for existing customers. Let's talk about new customers now, right? So with new customers, the first thing that we need to do, guys, is we need to create awareness. So like I said, the secret to making any multi-channel communication strategy work is tailoring. So therefore, we select, in my case, I call them my Magnificent 50. I select 50 targeted customers, 50 customers that I can give all the attention that I know they need. Because in order to make a multi-channel communication strategy work, I have to make sure that I give each customer the attention that they need. Next, we need to initiate contact. So once they become aware of us, we now need to start initiating contact. We need to start engaging the customer. So what info, what sales resources, what materials will help you to do that? Next, we want to start to, once we've engaged them, remember, engagement is a process of moving our customer progressively through all the stages in our sales funnel. So we need to have information, support materials, resources, everything that we need to keep that deal alive and moving as quickly as possible through your sales funnel. Next, we need to keep our customers engaged and aware of the next steps. We found a massive improvement in the level of closed sales, in the level or at least the velocity of deals through our sales funnels when we keep our customers abreast of the next steps. So always include your next steps in all of your communication. And finally, you want to keep the deals alive. You see, you've got a sales funnel and all these deals are going to move at their pace, right? Because remember, customers, they're not going to buy when you're ready for them to buy. They're going to buy when they see that the value that you bring, in other words, the transformation that you offer is aligned with their needs, values, and expectations, and also when they are comfortable and confident. So think about the process. As we're going through with new customers, it's first of all about create awareness, encourage engagement. So information at each stage in our sales funnel process to promote the movement of deals. Selling to future customers is an art. It's an art of making sure that the customer gets to know you, like you, trust you, and then that they see that the transformation you offer is exactly what they need. And that's what all your information, all the info that you gather, all the resources, the sales information, etc., that you share with your future customers is all about. creating awareness, supporting engagement, and ultimately helping you to close more sales.